What's up guys, this is going to be a video description of how to stop your spinner belt from spinning. The real belt doesn't spin anymore, so a lot of people are wondering how to stop their from spinning. I'm going to show you the way how I did it, which I think is okay. A lot of people tell you to plug the back of it there, but that's not the way I do it. I tried it, found it didn't work out so well, so I found a different way. I'll show you that now. First things first, let me just put my camera down. Okay. Now what you're going to do first is line it up in the exact position you want. Take some sticky tape and tape it on both sides where you want it. So about there. How I line it up is that the gold line on the underline of the WW should go just above the C of the champ bit. So tape both sides. Doesn't matter if you can see the tape, what tape you use, because we'll be taking this off anyway and you won't be able to see a single piece of tape on your belt. So make sure it's nice and secure, first things first, and then once it is, turn the plate over. I've already taken the plate off my strap. All you have to do is undo the screws. It's not too hard, you should be able to do that, no problem. There are a few videos that show you how to do it if you're wondering. And these screws, we're going to take those out. If you're wondering, this does not affect the way your belt spins at all, so you can easily undo it if you want it to spin again. Put the screws in a safe place because you don't want to lose any. So undo all of these. You can use either a flathead or a Phillips head for this part. I'm just using a flathead because I find it's a bit easier, but you know, whatever. Take the screws out, and then you'll find when you lift the belt up that the champ and the eagle are off now. So now what you do, pretty simple, not complicated at all. Just take some of the tape, put it down there like this. If you're wondering, the tape shouldn't affect the way it looks. You can easily get the sticky marks off it. I have a few on my belt, but you should be able to get them off quite easily. It shouldn't affect the way the belt spins at all if you want to undo the effect. But yeah, make sure you put a decent amount of tape on, so if it gets bumped or knocked or anything, the tape won't just come loose. So make sure you use a lot of tape. People aren't going to see it. Make sure you don't cover up the screw holes as well. So now once you've done that, take off the pieces on the sides that you put on earlier. And solid as a rock, will not spin at all. Now pretty simple, just put these back on. Line it up. I'll put the screws back in. This can be a bit tricky to line it back up, but you know, if you have trouble getting one in, I had trouble getting one in the Champ. Tighten the one you have trouble getting in first. So do that one first, then do the others. I had trouble with the right screw on the Champ, so doing that one first. And that worked perfectly. Tighten those up. Ooh. Can be, like I said, a bit fiddly, a bit tricky, but you know, they're only screws, so you get them in eventually. One thing I will say is don't do them too tight, because then it just makes everything more difficult. You might you know, nib one of the screws and not be able to get it undone. But yeah, don't do it too loose either at the same time, or they'll clack and scratch the main plate. So once you tighten these up, we're almost done. The belt won't spin, and now we use the little bits of paper to stop the belt from clacking. Hear that? That's going to clack. So what I do is just put a little bit of paper in there. You know, you can't really see the paper once it's in. So I've just put 5 pieces in here. Yeah, come on. And there you have your spinner belt that won't spin. Just quickly, guys, if you don't want to stop your spinner belt from spinning, but you find that it's getting looser and clacking, hold the spinner bit in place and tighten this up, the screw at the back. That'll stop it from clacking against the back of your belt when you spin it. Also, if you want to get the paper out and you find a piece of stuck in there, undo that screw. I've done it, it doesn't affect the belt in any way. If you tighten it up, I think you'll find that it works a bit better than it did before. So I'll try that. You know, I like to modify my belts a bit and fiddle with them. You know, nothing major's happened to any of them since I've done that. I'm not going to put the plate back on the belt. That'll take too long. But you guys should be able to do that. So thanks for your time. Yeah, see ya.